What's up guys, and welcome to Competitive Vanguard 101. Step 1, buy Legend Deck. Step 2, buy Outer Layer Sleeves. Step 3, seek and destroy. And of course, have fun. So yeah, today I'll be going through the all-new G Legend Deck 2, the Overlord Blaze Toshiki Kai. So this is the trial deck if you guys have been waiting for a very long time, because most of you guys have been asking me, Card Protagonist, how can I improve my game, or what is the best trial deck I should get as I'm starting up Vanguard. So this is the answers, the Legend decks, because to me the Legend deck has the most value in it. For a cost of around 50 over bucks, you get everything you need. Strides, deck, everything you need to start up playing Vanguard. And of course you get sleeves and deck box as well, so it's really good because sometimes if you don't have deck boxes and sleeves, it's really hard to store your cards. So I'm really happy that they have lots of exclusive gifts in this one package of love. So yeah, the only thing you need to get, of course, the outer layer sleeves, because you don't want to damage the sleeve, the beautiful Kai sleeves. Oh, look at Kai-kun's lovely smile. Okay, that's gay. So yeah, so I recommend you guys get this Bushiroad outer layer sleeve. Is mini. So you go to card shop, maybe just show them a picture of this, take a snapshot of this, and just show them this. It fits perfectly to your Vanguard sleeves, so that you can get it out, so that you can protect your inner sleeves. Yeah. Alright, so without further ado, I'll be doing a review on this whole thing. Alright, let's all use our blaster blade and open up this thing. Sing. Right. So yeah, this Sunday will be my beat and card fight, so I'm guessing you guys will be using this. So I gotta get myself ready, because I actually tried fighting against this deck just now, and I was using Next Stage, and my friend was using this Legend deck, and he kicked my ass. So yeah. So let's go on to the design of the box. Pretty nice. You got a Novel Bait Grade 4 here, the full art, and you got Toshiki Kai and the Legend outside. Alright, let's open up. Sweet, eh? These are the contents. A copy of the deck. One sleeve. The sleeve looks really good. Yeah, it's a 70-piece sleeve, because they noticed that we now need more sleeves for generation strike zones. The promo, it comes with 2 Ace. So most of you guys who didn't get Ace in the previous round of the FC 2015, don't worry, you have your Ace now. And one Kai Toshiki deck box, and one sleeve and one storage box. So I'm gonna put a storage box one side. Right. The storage box is a new version. It's more of like those crit point exchange where it's a standing version instead of the old sideways. You get the new deck boxes like this. It's still pretty nice. You got the Novel Bait, Draconic Overlords, and Perdition Dragon. So let's go on to the promo opening first. Before we can. I hope they also print the Ace for the English, because the Ace is actually really expensive to get. So for the sake of the budget players, we hope you get that. 2 copies of the Ace, very nice. 1 copy of the counter. So yeah, the fighter's counter, pretty nice. And 1 Kai Toshiki Kage Road. Yeah. So it's Dragon Empire. Yeah. Let's put all these one side first. Alright. So this one. This is the playmat. Kai and the Legend. Pretty nice. But the most interesting part comes from here. It shows that from season 1 to the current season, what Kai's been using. I really love this. Dragonic Overlord, the End, the Degrade and all and such. Yeah, and this is the strategy guide, so you guys read up and see how you can play, or you could watch Card Protagonist and see how he play. Not really. Not really. I guess not all of you likes me anyway. Oh, you guys hate me. Oh my god. Oh, you guys hate me. I'm so sad. Yeah. Not like I really care actually, because I have my bros, and I count on my bros. They're awesome. Awesome people. So yeah, let's go on to the Legend deck review now. I'm really excited for this. Yeah, as expected. Alright, first, 4 copies of Dragonic Overlord. Dragonic Overlord the Legend. I need to explain the skills. 4 copies. Effect is his GB2 effect is once per turn, discard a Flame Dragon of grade 3 or higher from your hand and counterblast 1. If you do, this unit gains a new ability and power. 15k power, 1 crit, 1 grade. So it doesn't get 1 crit. Ah, shit. Sorry, brain fart. So basically 15k plus 1 grade and plus 1 drive. So basically he becomes a grade 4. This is a very, very new effect in Vanguard because this is the first time a grade 3 transcends the limits and become a grade 4. So his ability is basically once per turn, choose 3 cards of your hand and discard it. At the end of that discard battles and attack a rear guard, you may pay a cost of discarding 3 cards from your hand and restand this unit. So it's great because it's something like Overlord the Great, but it has triple drive. So it's a very, very powerful card. It's really good because even if you run out of strides, you can still discard a grade 3 Flame Dragon and use his skill as a grade 4. So you do not really have to depend on striding most of the time. So it's a very, very powerful card. Its second ability is when this unit is ridden on the Vanguard circle, you may counterblast 1 and soul blast 1. If you do, look at top 5 cards of your deck and search for up to 1 Flame Dragon among them and show it to your opponent, add it to your hand. So it's great because this deck has a lot of Flame Dragons in it. So at the cost of 1 counterblast on right skill, it's basically like the Fortimer skill, which you get 1 free card into your hand. So yeah, for you guys that are worried about effects, don't worry, I'll place an annotation right here on explaining how the effect works. Because yeah, you guys like that, right? Alright, next is 4 copies of Transcendence Divine Dragon Novel Vic L'Express. Yeah, it's a very, very weird name. He's very strong because he's basically like the Glory Maelstrom of the deck. GB2 skill, once per turn, counterblast 1 and choose a face down card. So basically a copy of itself, face and turn it face up. Until end of turn, this unit gets an ability. During the battle that this unit attacks the Vanguard, your opponent cannot call grade 1 cards from his hand to the Guardian Circle, and continues. During a turn, if the number of cards in your opponent damage zone is 5 or more, your opponent trigger effect are nullified. So what this means is basically if your opponent were to death you, you are kind of screwed. And another interesting thing is during the relation fight, if your opponent go out to 5 damage and he kind of doesn't get triggered, it is very interesting because relation Vanguard you have 13 life, so once you hit 5 damage, so player 2, the use card is actually very, very powerful. So as previously one guy mentioned on my Relation Vanguard saying that this guy is very strong at Relay Vanguard, so I know why now. So basically, Too Long Didn't Read, Counterblast 1, Glory Maelstrom skill, but it's only a grade 1, so your opponents can still use grade 2s to guard from your hand. So your opponent basically blocks your opponent from perfect guarding, very powerful. Next is 2 copies of Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon Vortex Desire. Oh, their names are getting so extreme. Choose a face down card on your G zone and turn it face up, so you can choose any card in your G zone, even the ace. It's okay. No one will be seen to choose ace. Basically, choose any card in your G zone and turn it face up. If you do, this unit gets an ability. When this unit attack hits the Vanguard, unit attack hits. So even if you hit your opponent's rear guard, choose one of your opponent's grade 2 or less rear guards for each Flame Dragon on your Vanguard circle and retire them. So basically when you perform strike, you have 2 Flame Dragons on the field. So it's very good because at the cost of no counter attack hits. So yeah, for no counterblast cost, when this unit attack hits, you can retire 2 units. When this unit attack hits, you can, because you have 1 card in the heart and 1 card in the strike, so you can retire 2 units. So great card, very powerful. Definitely your first strike you're gonna go for because it's very pressurizing. Your opponent most likely gonna perfect guard that. That's just insane to let it hit. Next is 4 copies of Ember Dragon Midnight. Ember Dragon Midnight ability is when this unit is placed on the Vanguard or rear guard circle, GB1, you may pay the cost of Counterblast 1. If you do, retire 1 opponent's grade 1 or less rear guards. So yeah, interesting. 3 copies of Bar. So Bar evolved into a grade 2 now, and he became a dragon. He was a demon back then. So when this unit intercept, you may pay the cost of choosing one grade 3 flame dragon from your drop zone and put it to the bottom of the deck. So similar to Dragonic Burnout. If you do, this unit gains plus 10k shield. Wow, this is awesome. So by paying a basically free cost of putting one grade 3 card into your bottom of the deck, it becomes a 15k guarder, 15k shield. This is freaking awesome powerful. Next is 4 copies of Nahelm. Yeah. This Nahelm skill is Generation Break 1. If you have a Vanguard with Overlord in the card name, which is the whole deck, this unit gains plus power plus 2k and a new ability. When your grade 4 or greater Vanguard attacks, this unit gains plus 5k power until the end of the turn. So what it does is, so basically when it's okay because to have a GB1 skills, because since when you strike you unlock your GB1 skill, your Vanguard attacks and it gives us 5k power. So basically it's gonna be like a 10k soloer against your opponent's Vanguard. So it's a very powerful unit. And this is great because each time it attacks, so if you use cards like the Ace, you'll be attacking 2 times, you gain 10k power in one go. So yeah, strong card. Now 4 copies of the new Berserk Dragon. Let's see what Berserk Dragon does. Berserk Lord Dragon. When your grade 4 or greater Vanguard attacks, you may pay the cost of 1 counterblast. If you do, choose up to one of your opponent's grade 2 or less rearguard and retire it. So once again, when you use the Ace, attack twice, you can retire 2 cards. Very, very powerful unit. So this whole deck is full of great cards. Alright. So yeah, let's go on to the great ones. 4 copies of Tar. Oh, Tar became a dragon. Damn, so humans become dragons now, eh? Alright, his skill is... let's see. Activate. Once per turn, you can pay the cost of 1 Counter Blast and 1 Soul Blast. If you do, choose up to one of your other units, and until end of turn, it gains us 4k power and a new ability. When that unit attacks a Vanguard, look at top 5 cards of your deck and search for a grade 3 or greater Flame Dragon. So this whole deck, grade 3 is all Flame Dragons. And review it to your opponent and put it to your hand and shuffle your deck. So at the cost of 1 Counter Blast and Soul Blast, your Vanguard gains us 4k and you get a grade 3 searcher skill. Pretty interesting. This deck might need a little bit of grade 3 search because this guy actually requires you to discard an Overlord card. So yeah, it's good because Counter Blast want to potentially search out a free unit. 2 copies of Monica. She used to be one of my favorite draw triggers. Generation Break 1, when this unit boosts a Flame Dragon, that doesn't need... It can be a Vanguard or Rearguard. Boosted unit gains plus 3k power at your end of turn. So yeah, 10k booster for a Flame Dragon, which is the majority of your deck anyway. Very good card. Alright. And 4 copies of Conroe. Our broken starter just got an upgrade. Lizard General Conroe. When this unit is placed on the Rearguard circle from your hand, you may reveal a grade 3 from your hand. If you do, search your deck for up to grade 3, 1 grade 3 card with Overlord in its card name. Oh my god, this is so good. Even in the old decks, you can play this guy because you are able to search for Overlord, the N, the Great, the X, the Cross, yeah, any Overlord. So yeah, second ability is retire this unit. Choose one of your Vanguards with the Overlord in its card name. Until end of turn, it gets a new ability. When this unit attacks, counter charge 2. Oh my god, another broken card. So retire this guy, give the Ace the ability, DS attack unflip 2, reset attack unflip 2 again. So you can unflip 4 damage in one turn potentially with Conroe skill. This card is OP as F. I'm gonna say that word now, okay. Alright, so it's very powerful card, so you guys gotta max it out. Next is 4 copies of Flame of Peace Armo. Armo got an upgrade, yeah. Another one of my favorite cards. Ability is basically perfect guard, discard 1 to nullify attack. And if you have another copy of him in the drop zone, you can draw 1 card and discard it again. Discard 1 card from your hand. Finally, 1 copy of Lizard Hero Undux. Yeah, 1 copy of Undux, our starter. It's a Forerunner, so you can move to Rearguard circle after write a grade 1. is skill activate, counterblast 1 and put this card into your soul. Search your deck for 1 Overlord card and add it to your hand. Very simple, very good, because you need Overlord, so you can just search out Overlord and use it for discarding skill. Very nice, very good starter. Alright, let's go on to triggers right now. Gonna put all these one side. Okay, 4 copies of Sun Wukong. Basically the monkey, he's Goku. Yeah. 4 copies of Zubajie, the pig god. Yeah. 4 copies of the monk. And 4 copies of the monk again. So yeah, basically this is the Journey to the West trigger lineup. I really like it. So if you guys are Chinese, you understand what I mean. These are basically Chinese folklore characters. Very cute. So it feels really lucky to play this deck. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my product review on the Kai Toshiki Legend deck. For more deck profiles, I'll be doing a new deck profile on this deck. But actually, this deck doesn't really need a lot of changes. This deck is really, really good. The only changes I'll make is to the strike zone. So yeah, so those of you guys who are thinking of getting this deck, please get it because it's really good and it will run out of stock really soon. So add me on Facebook and subscribe to my channel if you like more of these contents. And peace out and love you guys.